The unthinkable is happening in Washington as Alex Ovechkin continues to prove that age is just a number, moving one more goal closer to Wayne Gretzky's all-time record. Plus, Logan Thompson has been on fire this season for the Caps in the crease, and we have some huge updates on contract talks, so you're not going to want to miss this episode of Hat-Trick HQ. But before we dive into all that, we got to talk about the 92.7% of you guys that aren't subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you want to stay up to date on the latest NHL news, make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, we got to jump right into this. Before we get into Ovi and some records that you might not know that he's breaking, we got to talk about Logan Thompson because Pierre LeBrun, big TSN insider, said that there has been talks with Logan Thompson for a contract extension. Obviously, right now, they got this guy in a steal. He's on like a $766,000 contract this year. That's likely going to go up way more, and they say here they would like to sign Thompson before the Four Nations face-off if negotiations progress well. He added that the tournament begins on February 12th in Montreal. So we could see a signing for Logan Thompson happen very, very soon within the next less than a month. If the talks go well, like LeBrun says here, and the number is looking good for Thompson's side, the number is looking good for Washington's side, we could see this guy locked up, just in under a month, which would be great for this team because he is playing some exceptional hockey this year. I mean, if we just take a look, he's 22-2-3. Yeah, 22-2-3 record as a goalie is pretty good. And on that, he is a .925 save percentage, which puts him third among active goaltenders in the NHL right now. And he also has a 2.09 G.A.A., which, yes, puts him third in the league. So you can make the argument for this guy being a top 3 goaltender right now. And I wouldn't argue on it because this guy's playing unreal. The fact that he was left off Team Canada's Four Nations roster is crazy, and he is proving that they should have at least gave him a phone call here because he is playing the best hockey of his career, and he is one of the main reasons why this Washington Capitals team has been one of the top teams in hockey over this last entire season, really. Nobody expected the Caps to be this good, and they're proving everybody wrong right now, being one of the best teams in hockey. But back to Logan Thompson. If we take a look at some numbers that we're seeing around the league for other top goaltenders when it comes to contracts, I mean, Shesterkin just signed a big $11.5 million contract, which kicks in next year. All these numbers you're looking at right now are numbers that are going to kick in next year, which is when Logan Thompson's contract would kick in. We also see Carey Price there. Nice to see him on the goaltender list. We don't see him very often anymore. Obviously, Sergei Bobrovsky, $10.5 million. But you go down a little bit to Ottinger, and you see these guys around $8.25 million. These are the top goaltenders in the league are getting. They're getting $8 million right now. But if we go down from 9 to 16 on this list, this is the range I would put a Logan Thompson contract at. We see Sorokin at 29 on an $8.25 million deal. We also see UC Saros on a $7.74 million deal. This is the range we're talking about when we're talking about Logan Thompson because he is 27 years old. You're going to sign him to at least a 5-year deal, in my opinion. So if you can get this guy locked up between $7.5 million and $8.25 million, I think you do take that because in a league where the salary cap is going to rise $10 million this season, this is really going to play a factor into the Washington Capitals side of things because, that's $10 extra million you can use, and you can use almost all of that on Logan Thompson by getting a $7 to $8 million contract for this guy. This is where I see the numbers landing. I would be severely shocked if we see him sign a $10, $11 million deal because Shesterkin, he's an anomaly. As much as Caps fans hate to hear it because he's a Rangers guy, he's a good goaltender, but right now, Logan Thompson might be better than him, but you can't give this guy an $11 million, $10 million deal off of just one good season. We've seen Shesterkin be consistently good throughout his career. That's why he's got it. But I can see Logan Thompson going out, getting Ottinger numbers at an 8.25, and I think you'd be happy with that because I think you really do need to sign this guy because he has been the best player on this team the whole year. Yes, we've seen some surprises with Connor McMichael, Tom Wilson, obviously continuing to contribute, and Ovi, who we're going to talk about in just a second, doing Ovi things. But it all starts in the crease here, because this team plays so confident when they have Logan Thompson in the net. They know that he's going to bail them out on a bad turnover. He's going to bail them out on a bad breakaway chance, because that's what he's done for them. He's been a rock. He's been an anchor for this team all year, and he definitely deserves to get paid. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Are you giving him 7 to 8, or are you up in the $10 million range? Let us know down below. We got to talk about why everybody is here on the video, and that is to talk about the great one, the great 8, Alex Ovechkin, who is now 20 goals to passing Wayne Gretzky's all-time scoring record of 894 goals, a record that some thought would never ever be broken. But Ovechkin proves time and time again that he can do these crazy things that nobody could ever think of. At the age of 39, he has 22 goals this season in just 32 games played, with 34 points to boot. I mean, he is looking like Jagr right now. When Jagr was playing at his age in the NHL, he was still producing, and Ovechkin is doing that exact same thing for this Washington Capitals team right now. Proven to me, to you guys watching this video, he is the best goal scorer of all time. If you have a power play and you want somebody to set up in that circle with their stick to the sky, ready for a one-timer, you want Alex Ovechkin there. He is the best goal scorer of all time. Mark it down. I don't know if you agree. I'm sure you do, because he is a phenomenal player, and he continues to do it time and time again, season after season, and he's also doing stuff that other people thought were unimaginable by beating Jaromir Jagr's record of scoring on over 100, or scoring on now totaling 179 goaltenders after scoring on Miralainen on Ottawa just the other night. That's crazy that he has had such a long NHL career that he has now scored on 179 goaltenders. That is crazy. I can't believe that. That was a stat that I was kind of seeing, and I was like, what? How is that even possible? But when we're talking Alex Ovechkin, that's a lot we're talking about, is how is stuff even possible? And with about 34, 35 games left to the season for this Washington Capitals team, if Ovechkin can stay healthy and stay in form, can he get the 20 this season? I think he will. I think he has 22 goals right now. He's tied for, I believe, 17th in the league in goal scoring. So if he can continue to score empty netters at ends of games, if he can continue to contribute on the power play this season like we've seen from him, there is no doubt in my mind that Alex Ovechkin will pass this record by the end of this season. And I don't think he's going to retire until he does. And I think it would just be the perfect way to cap off an unbelievable storybook career for Alex Ovechkin, for where the Washington Capitals are competing, and competing well, to be in the playoffs this year, and for him to break the record for all-time goal scoring and then going into a playoff run. The confidence, the morale will be an all-time high for Washington, and I think that they could easily go out and sneak a few rounds here, and I would love to see the Caps back into a Stanley Cup final, just to see if Ovi can get one more before the career is over. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think Ovi's going to get these 20 goals by the end of the season? Let me know down below. Love to hear from you guys. And are the Caps win the Stanley Cup? Let us know down below. But if you enjoyed this one, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be here every day bringing you NHL news from all around the league. So you're not going to want to miss out on that heading into trade deadline. But as always, I've been your host, KC. Keep your stick on the ice.